They really got a lot better. I thought John was as productive as any kicker in the league. And you look at him statistically, he was actually better because the kicks that he missed were over 40 yards. And the kid that was first team, no disrespect to him, but the misses he had were 30 and less. So John was very, very good for a guy that was his first year actually doing all the kicking, did a heck of a job.
Charlie has really pushed the underdog role his time here. Do you guys like the fact that you're going into a game where you're the big underdogs and you can sell that to these guys too?
No, it is what it is. I mean, we don't worry about how the media tries to make us this, make us that. It's a game that we have to play against a very, very good opponent, and that's why you play the game. That's why you put yourself in position to get into a BCS level game.
That being said, he said that this is a statement game, a chance for you guys to really set the tone for next year. Do you feel the same way?
Absolutely, no doubt. He's the head coach. I'm not going to go against the head coach.
when you guys were there, Kenny, you guys were known as really good on special teams. Has that carried over under Muschamp? I mean, do you still see the same thing in Florida as far as the way they conduct themselves?
Oh, DJ does a great job. He's done a fantastic job of what they do on special teams. They're very aggressive. They try to create some mismatches in how they throw formations at you in the punt game. A lot of things that we try to do. And quite frankly, he's a product of Urban, as am I. And we try to really kind of do the same things and create havoc with people and make sure that they are sound.
How much better did you get in the special teams overall? I mean, I know there was a lot
better.
And you were not
a lot better. Yeah. What it came down to too is guys have to be comfortable, and you have a lot of young guys that are having to play in different roles. And then when you have on offense and defense, we didn't use a lot of starters initially, and we had to kind of grow into that. Right. It's one of the things that happens over the course of time. When you start having issues, you start playing more starters, and then you get more solid.
And the kickoffs. I mean, that the last 4
we just adjusted the scheme. Yeah. We adjusted the scheme, and it gave us a chance to really reduce the field, and it created. It was something that we had to grow into because of the adjustment in the new rule.
Teddy seemed to do fine with the sprained ankle and the cast on at Rutgers, but now as he's getting more and more healthy, how's that changing practice and what he's able to do?
You never know that the guy's hurt except when you see him obviously limping. Other than that, he's so special. He's probably one of the best players in the country, and so we are never amazed at anything he does. We just look at it and move on.
Having been around a Heisman winner before, is he that kind of player?
I think he is. I'm very biased, but I think he is. I think he is as good as there is in the country.
What's Wallace meant in the way he's performed as a young guy?
I'm real proud of him. I think he gives us stability. If the kick is 40 yards or less, it's like a layup. I mean, you just don't think our players don't think that the kid's going to miss. And we get out here the other day and we got it 56 yards, and he's kicking 4 of them, and it's falling short of the net, and it's hitting the bottom of the net about this far, about a foot below the goalpost line, and everybody's like, come on, John. We forget that the net was 4 yards behind the end zone. And that was 56 yards. He was banging them. Yeah. So he's very, very tuned in to what it is that he has to do.
Not everybody burns scholarships on those guys,
right?
But you guys obviously saw something in him.
He won 2 games for us.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. There's 2 games that it came down to what he had to do: the championship game and the North Carolina game. He doesn't do what he does. We were sitting there in a tough spot.
Is he not a kid? I mean, most kickers like that, but he doesn't.
He's nothing. The kid, intellectually and academically, he's so sharp, he's so smart that nothing phases him. If you ever met his parents, you'd understand why he is like he is. His mother Carla, she's very calm demeanor, but she gets on him more than we do.
We've seen how explosive Corvin Lamb can be with the ball in his hands. How comfortable are you with his pass blocking?
Very.
Okay.
Very. Corvin wouldn't play if he couldn't pass protect. If you can't pass protect in this offense, you're on the sideline with me. Period.
Good.
You ever got to protect 5?
How has Dominic been since he's been back? Kind of practice. I mean, he's
phenomenal attitude. He's not all the way back yet. Right. That's why we decided to use the red shirt on him. But his attitude has been tremendous. I've been really, really excited about how he's progressed. You would think that a guy would in that situation would kind of jump off the boat a little bit. Never did. Never did.